Hey guys, Logan, we're up to Season 8, Episode 5 of Criminal Minds. Here we go.
Who you running from? Why you running? What's going on?
I thought she was smiling for a second there. Like someone she knows is coming after her.
Oh,
Yeah.
you scared me. You hired me as your personal trainer, right?
Personal
Here's your
trainer.
training lesson for today. Next time needs to be now time.
It's just, I got some errands to run. I'll see you Saturday.
Hey,
Somehow that totally ties in. Okay. What? What? It had to have been her. It has to be her.
One of his little buddies told him Halloween was the only time when all the real monsters come out because they can blend in.
Never thought about that.
Huh?
Good monster strategy.
You did tell him it wasn't true, right? Of course I did, but he's convinced.
Well, if he's 23 and this still worries you, you got a problem.
Massive
Well,
problem.
see, the thing is, I think I am partly to blame.
how?
Well, the other night, Will and I were up late. We were having some wine, talking about some of the cases we've worked on.
Oh, God.
And at one point, I said it felt like there was no end to all the monsters walking around.
Mystery, please unleash your inner Agatha Christie, because this one's a real humdinger. Gary Ellard, Barry Deaver, Paul Hicks, Terry Rogers. Over the course of the last month and a half, these four men have gotten in their cars in La Grande, Oregon, and drove into the never-to-be-seen-againsville. Poof.
No forensics, no witnesses, no ransom demands. Maybe these guys just voluntarily decided to hit the road.
For sudden disappearances
No
in a
bodies.
community this small, this isn't about seeking greener pastures.
And based on last night's sightings, we're dealing with a sizable geographic area.
Nothing says can't be found like a shallow grave in the middle of nowhere.
Assuming they are alive, how's the unsub controlling them? And for what purpose?
Yeah.
And the time between abductions is shortening with each victim.
They seem drugged. Well, at least the last one seemed drugged. I'm convinced this is a woman. Oh my God.
I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. Edgar Allan Poe.
Garcia, anything on the last victim, Terry Rogers?
What about the cars?
He's unemployed and lives in a cabin in the woods, but primitive, like no flush toilet primitive.
It says here that vomit was found in the vicinity of his abduction.
Thank you for reminding me of that disgusting detail, Dreamy D. Yes, that vomit has been collected and is being analyzed
Dreamy
as we
D.
speak, and I'm very grateful that I have this job and someone has that one that's not me.
Sheriff Cullen, I am
She looks so familiar.
Best we can reconstruct it. Victim's
Like I've seen her as a sheriff before or something.
He plowed through the fence and ended up in the field. He managed to get about. Barry was supposed to coach our son's Little League game that night. So he wasn't depressed, preoccupied, nothing. It was a day like any other day.
They're being drugged. It's the question of how. If it's that whole I'm your trainer and training you kind of thing. Hey, drink this. That would make
You
sense.
see it on the news, you know. You never think it's going to happen to you.
You never think it's gonna be you, but it always could be.
Go ahead, you're on speaker, Garcia.
I don't know what that accent was, but that's what it was.
You know, the worker for the puke, and there's no toxins or bacterial infections. However, Terry Rogers did have elevated levels of melatonin in his system. I am sending you the full lab report now on your phones.
So, how did Rogers unknowingly ingest such a massive dose of melatonin?
You know, aside from the
Someone
outhouse,
gave it
that
to him.
isn't so primitive.
Okay, economics, philosophy, political theory.
Could this been could have
What exactly breezy take to the beach reading?
you can speak?
I don't
Could
like
this
it.
have been
Why
the
is that?
first
Sandy
victim?
food, pink skin, limited and unengaging topography, but mostly the drug-resistant bacteria spread by seagull feces.
Sorry, I asked. There's a lot of material here about global warming, overcrowding, the evils of technology.
The evils of technology.
Phone,
How terrible.
TV.
Weed. Stay off the weed.
Tread marks were inconclusive, probably from a pickup truck, though. What's that?
The likely routes our 4 victims took on the day they disappeared.
Gary Ellard, apartment DMV, was a no-show for his morning class at Eastern Oregon University.
So in there.
Barry Deaver
Tells you what?
It's more about what it doesn't tell us. None of the lines intersect.
Yeah.
Just had a chat with Terry Rogers' personal trainer. She said he never talked about his private life.
is shelling out for a personal trainer. This is a guy with no indoor plumbing.
She said he was dedicated, not in great shape.
Oh, so it's not the personal trainer? It's like they're animals. Oh my god. I don't know what that is. Ew.
Hey, you're talking to the room, PG.
If by PG you mean parental guidance strongly advised, I say PA, prudent advice. Okay, here's what's happened. I checked all the employees and vendors and delivery people who work at the supermarket where Terry Rogers bought his groceries, and there are no red flags. Also, Barry Deaver, the second victim, I found his car.
Looks like the unsub's hunting grounds are rural and remote.
But to have ended up there, Barry Deaver must have gone on a diagonal north first, and then headed west towards his karate class.
What is that?
So, did you learn anything?
Yeah, Spence here does not like the beach.
I don't. Terry Rogers definitely wanted to live off the grid. A small generator for minimal electrical needs, no phone, no TV, no radio.
Lots of material about the evils of technology, living healthy off the land, that sort of thing.
Sounds like the Unabomber.
We did find a small stash of marijuana hidden away.
4 jars of baby food.
What?
A body matching Roger's description was found in a river 10
missed
miles
that.
out of town.
The guy who's living secluded bought baby food? Alright, so someone died.
Mommy? Lexi! I told you never to come out here by yourself.
No, but I'm hungry.
Stay away from the barn. Go back to the house and stay there. I'll be there to fix you something. But I mean it. Stay there.
Is that the girl on The Flash? The scientist? Looks like her. I don't understand what they're being. What is going on? So the first 3 are still alive. The fourth guy died.
From playing competitive tennis.
But Roger's trainer said that he was out of shape. The medical examiner determined Roger's time of death.
3 hours from when he was found at the river.
So the unsub kept Rogers alive for the entire day before drowning.
Go ahead, Garcia.
Okay, I've got something. It's been really bugging me. I can't figure out what Terry Rogers was doing those missing 5 months. I mean, you can't sit on a park bench in this country and not leave a paper trail.
But you figured it out.
No, that's just me venting. What I did figure out was what Terry Rogers was doing in Rhode Island before he went AWOL.
And why he lived off the grid, hard to find.
And that's what links him to the other victims. They all fathered children. We believe the unsub that we're looking for is a woman who is highly organized, she's thorough, and she's patient.
Based on the complexity and sophistication of the abductions, we think she's most likely between the ages
It has to do with her husband leaving her with the child.
Surrounding the ground. Either a native or someone who's lived there for a while.
We think she's keeping our victims in isolation in the countryside, which means she has access to land or a structure that is remote, hidden, and private.
She's abducting exceptionally health-conscious men.
Did she throw somebody in the wood chipper?
Specimens.
The ability to father children is something we think she's looking for in the victims. They're all age appropriate and they are all fathers.
Because she killed the last victim, well, you have to consider the possibility that the unsub is engaged in some sort of elimination process.
Pre-selecting a handful of prime candidates and then whittling them down one by one until she has her ideal breeding partner.
And if this is the case, then the killing's just begun.
Yeah, she's never gonna find somebody.
Mommy, what's the matter?
Dr. Gores, thank God you're here. Those other doctors don't understand my history.
Yeah, I thought we talked about this last time.
Yeah, we did, but the scleroderma came back. Look.
There's nothing on your arm.
It's right there.
And you'd have severe blistering all over your face. Now look, we talked before about how delusion.
I'm not crazy.
Emma, listen to me. There may be other issues that are going on with you. Did you contact the therapist that I recommended? Guess that's no.
Lovely.
I'm still waiting on the full IME report on Terry Rogers. They say they want to retest some of the findings.
And they say why?
No.
Well, guys, there's something interesting about this drugstore list.
What?
Look at the items he bought in bulk. Garlic, green tea, vitamin D, ginger. All these items are specifically known to boost the immune system. What if Terry Rogers was seriously ill?
What about the baby food?
Garcia, check medical facilities outside the country. And Reed, you and JJ go to the medical examiner and have them look specifically for a pre-existing condition with Rogers.
Dude, she is going crazy. She's lost her mind. Oh my God.
Raj, you were right. Back in June, Rogers checked himself into an experimental clinic in Mexico.
Melatonin, valerian, marijuana, hops, catnip, kava kava, bone meal, and kelp.
In the victim's stomach, along with some materials that we're retesting. Take a look at the bottom.
Sawdust residue caked in the nostrils.
Not just any sawdust, pure pine wood pellet sawdust.
It's usually imported from China. Was it a 0.5% mixture?
What? Why are you putting sawdust in their nose?
That was Reed. They found a half dozen natural sedatives in Rogers' system.
Go ahead, Garcia.
I just hit the trifecta, but with 2 things instead of 3. What is that? A bifecta?
Exactly. What do you got?
Well, that's just... Anyway, 2 missing vehicles, not missing anymore. Paul Hicks's car was found by some utility workers and
Idaho.
stolen by some local kids 10 days ago in LeGrand. Car was just sitting by the side of the road, keys in the ignition. They made a typically sound teenage decision, decided to take it on a cross-state joyride.
Garcia, I need to know the exact spot where the vehicles were originally found.
On it.
Her husband could father children.
Now, what was at the intersection where Deaver and Ellard crossed?
It's a shopping center with a dozen or so businesses. We're getting a list right now.
One of our deputies cited an abandoned car on the outskirts of town. There was a second set of tire tracks behind it that matched those found at Terry Rogers' abduction site.
Voila.
Vehicle's registered to Cheryl Winslow, 4801 Davenport Avenue.
Took a woman?
These are all from a baby shower.
We contacted her husband. She's due in 3 weeks.
If this is our unsub, taking
What?
a pregnant woman would be a huge shift in victimology.
What?
She was abducting the men as breeders.
Keep still.
Oh my God.
Press and get her to OR3.
Doctor, is she gonna make it?
There's been massive blood loss. She was given a C-section with a serrated edge knife and crudely stitched back up. We found her and the baby in our parking lot.
How's the baby?
The child is fine. It's her I'm worried about. Excuse me.
What?
unsub, remove the baby, then return mother and child to a hospital.
Yeah,
If he wasn't due for 3 more weeks, if the unsub's trying to put together the perfect family, maybe a premature infant isn't good enough.
Let's hope not. That means she'll go out looking for a healthier baby now.
Mommy?
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. Oh my. So there's 2 left, right?
That was Hutch. The doctor told him the placenta was scraped completely out of the victim's uterus. Every bit of it.
You know, the placenta does carry special significance in many cultures. In ancient Egypt, it had its own hieroglyph, and the Igbo tribe in Nigeria...
Did she eat it?
Twin.
What?
Consuming it. In the wild, it's common for animals to eat their own afterbirth. It's super rich in nutrients.
Wait. So the unsub might have harvested this last victim for food?
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you? You have any idea what I did to get that for us?
Oh my god.
It's ruined.
Uh-oh.
Mommy?
Uh-oh.
It's about food. Herbal sedatives, gruel, and now the placenta.
And FYI, there's no record of anyone in LeGrand buying that weird kind of sawdust the ME found. I'll widen the search.
Garcia, what day of the week were each of the victims abducted?
Let me see. Gary Ellard on a Monday, Barry Deaver on a Saturday, Terry Rogers and Paul Hicks both on a Thursday.
Is there anything special that happens in the vicinity of the market on Thursdays?
Hey, what do you got?
Full toxicology report?
And?
Unlike any toxic panel I've ever seen before.
They found gypsum?
Yeah, gypsum's rich in sulfur, a vital plant nutrient.
It's animal feed. Why would you
She's
treat
literally...
them like livestock?
I said this.
People raise
She's
cattle to eat.
treating them like
Might
animals.
be using the placenta as food, but nothing in the profile suggested cannibalism. I mean...
Compost.
Exactly. We need to add a substrate high in carbon to balance the nitrogen, and one of the most efficient substrates on Earth is pure sawdust.
So she's using...
Your victims as human fertilizer.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Those tomatoes are looking wild.
How you doing? Okay, put your arms around me.
How are we doing with the farmer's market background search?
Not good. Turns out that people who grow organic rutabagas are loosey-goosey about punching at a time clock.
Sheriff, if we expand the search of the second intersection by a few square blocks, will we find any markets or restaurants?
There's a health food co-op 3 blocks away.
The soil will heal you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sheriff, the surgeon who operated on Cheryl Winslow said that whoever did the C-section might have done one before. Go ahead, Garcia.
I have got something. Emma Kerrigan. She runs a small juice and vegetable stand at the farmer's market, and she works part-time giving out free samples at the health food co-op. I'm sending her a picture now. In a car accident a year and a half ago, leaving her and a 10-year-old daughter.
Let's go.
Voila. Oh my god.
I've got some more info on Emma Kerrigan.
30 ER visits in the past 6 months.
No, she was sick with a scleroderma when he died. Cleared up a few months later. The ER visits didn't kick in until...
Okay, I might throw the freaking book at this woman.
Please.
Ugh. Oh my god. She's out backstabbing the fourth guy. Did she already stab him?
What's that?
That's huge, if she kills that guy.
Garcia, you got a map of the farm, place the size. We need to narrow the search.
I got the satellite image. There's 2 groups of buildings. Then there's a small square patch next to a barn that could be a private garden.
Good, let's go.
Dude, y'all have to hurry.
Emma Kerrigan, FBI, put your hands where I can see them. Emma, put that knife down.
No. My daughter needs this. Look at her.
Put it down so we can get her the help she needs.
It has to. It's all I have left.
Tell her.
No.
Tell her they found something.
No. What can cure Lexi is what cured you. Funeral homes are required by law to keep a portion of the remains of those that they cremate.
Oh my god.
Those are his. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Alright, cuff her. Oh, Jesus.
Not bad, boy.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
I assume you're not trick-or-treating either?
None of my treats seem to want to call me back, Ross.
Then I'm buying dinner.
That was good.
Excuse me, everybody, I have an announcement to make.
So he wants to be a profiler.
Ah, he wants to be his favorite profiler.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Focus on here.
He's official.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Because there's C square.
Oh, there it is.
The monster's going to Oh, I know. Should we go get some candy? Come on.
Watch your back, please.
That is hilarious. Oh my god. Alright, well, for starters, like I said, I'm gonna throw the book. I don't think I've ever put this many charges on someone. Are y'all ready? Murder, torture, kidnapping, false imprisonment, attempted murder, child abuse, child endangerment. That's 7. There might be something else I could throw in there, but that's the basics. Essentially, I'm pretty sure she would qualify in my standards as a mental patient, mental hospital, mental imprisonment. I'm pretty sure where she might, if she were to improve in that state, she could move over to an alternate regular facility. We'll see. Testing would have to approve that. 15 to 25 years on murder. That's I went up to 25 there because some of those I'm not 100% sure how specifically they died. We could have made assumptions or whatnot, but you know, if you're throwing somebody, you're cutting somebody up who's alive and throwing them into a wood chipper, that's probably going to get you more about the closer to the 25 range than the 15 range, which is why I did that. So we got 3 counts of that. Obviously, we take the lower end of everything and then go up. Torture, 4 to 12 years on the torture. That is probably one of the higher ranges of torture I think I've given currently. But there's 4 counts of that. So that adds another 16. That's at 61 right now. Kidnapping. 6 counts of kidnapping. I am including the child who was weeks away from being born in the kidnapping. Actually, well, technically that should be 2 to 25 years, actually. You would get the higher range on the pregnant wife, the pregnant woman, and the child that she was carrying on the higher ends of that. Actually, that's 5 counts of torture because she cut out the kid. She cut the, yeah, that's torture. Add another 4 years. Sorry. Kidnapping is 2 to 25. That's just gonna add 12 here, but that's like a guarantee that the kidnapping would be higher with the other cases. False imprisonment, 5 to 8. We're at 97 right now. Attempted murder. I'm going to go 10 to 25 years on attempted murder. 3 counts. I'm including the mother and the child she was carrying, because I think I can maybe get those to count as that. Lower ends, we're going to go add 30. That's 127. Child abuse, I can get 10 to 20 years. Again, I am going to try and include that child. I don't think I can, but you know what? For the sake of this, we are. I'm trying, like I said, we're going to try to throw the book at her. That adds another 20. That's 147 years. Child endangerment. I'm going to try to get on 2 charges. That's 5 years each. It's 157 years with a mandatory of a mental evaluation and monitoring in the first, I'd say, 10 to 15 years. Continue that onward as time goes on. That's what we have. 157 years minimum of sentencing. That was a lot of charges. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7. Whew. Yeah. Like the video, comment at like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you have not already. I only say it every freaking day of my life. I will see y'all next time.